What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another discussion video. My name is Riley. That is Nick. And you know what? Kane Hodder, our old friend.
I've heard of him.
Kane Hodder. Kane Hodder came out and said what his image for a future Friday the 13th would be like, specifically what the final Friday the 13th would be like. And naturally, because it's Kane, he started off by saying it couldn't hurt to bring me back as Jason, which, of course, it would not hurt. It would actually be quite beneficial. I think it's fair to say that Kane is the most popular Jason. I don't care who your favorite is. You can argue that all you want in the comments. I don't really care. Whoever your favorite is your favorite. That's an opinion. But I think it's pretty objective to say that Kane is probably the most popular Jason.
Right. And I mean, he's the one during especially these tough times that keeps the Friday the 13th fandom alive, going to every con he can go to.
Yeah.
I mean, he did the game because he loves playing Jason. He loves playing Jason.
Yeah, and he's just a lot more than Jason.
Yes.
Like, he's done so much, and one of the biggest stuntmen in Hollywood.
Yes.
And on top of that, he's played another iconic horror character, that being Victor Crowley, and then he's just been in so many freaking movies.
Yeah.
So I think it's just safe to say he's the most popular. So he have a pool as well. People are going to argue for, like, we already saw it in the comments with our Tom McLoughlin interview. It's like, well, as long as he brings Kane in to be Jason. So that's already going on. So yeah. I'm sure it would be great. I think if Tom were to be the one to make this final Friday film that Kane is referring to, it would be CJ.
Yes.
I think CJ would get the scoop on that. And I don't really have any issues with that either.
Mm-mm.
It's like, I'll get somebody. But then Kane would no longer be the only person to play Jason more than once. And he makes a point in there to say, I think I kind of deserve it because I'm the only one that's played it more than once. Then the argument, it becomes invalid. Then what do you do? Either way, I think that'll work out for the final Friday film. And I'd love to see Kane. I think he is the most deserving. I think he wants it the most. Yeah, and I think that's really key to that because they're all great. There's never been a bad Jason.
Absolutely not.
So, but I think out of all those Jasons, I think there's one person that wants it more than everyone else, and that is Kane. So it would be great to see him do it.
Yes.
In terms of what he was saying, where he wants, like, story-wise, he didn't really say much. Everyone's making a big deal about this article, and he didn't really say much. All he said was, like, I just like to see some people that are in past films come back and make an appearance again. He specifically said Corey Feldman, which was interesting because Corey, like, you can't really do Corey anymore. Like, it'd have to be Tom. It'd have to be Tom Matthews.
I think he just said Corey because they just worked together on 13 Fanboy.
Right.
So that was in his head, but yeah, if any Tommy were to come back, it'd be Tom Matthews.
Yeah, I think that's the only way you can really go about it now. We in terms of seeing an adult Tommy, we saw Tom Matthews, and that's probably the way it should be.
Yeah.
As for other characters to bring back, I'm kind of curious how you could even do it. He was just saying it would be nice for fans if he's like, hey, see Kane one last time as Jason.
Yeah.
He also said within 20 years. I thought that was crazy. He was like, yeah, as long as within 20 years. 20 years,
So
Kane,
before he's 80.
he'd be 83.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus. And he still said maybe. He was like, maybe I can still do it after 20 years. Like, we'll see. It's like, okay. All right, good luck with that, man. He's still in freak shape. Like,
yes.
He's in better shape than most, like, 20-year-olds. It's wild.
Yeah.
Like, he's a fit fella. He's a fit fella. Keeps his body in shape. Counts his calories. I'll say that much. So in terms of bringing other people back, he was basically just saying, like, it'd be nice if you could look back and be like, hey, I remember that girl. I remember that guy.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I mean, you like to do that with any sequel, really. Like,
yeah.
Hey, I know you.
Yeah, but who in the franchise is worthy of bringing back? Who survived? I don't want to just bring back somebody that died. That's fucking stupid.
Ginny.
Yeah, Ginny. I mean, you basically just look at your final girls. But I feel like it should be somebody that Kane faced off with, though. So, I mean,
Tina.
like Laura Park Lincoln, I think, would do it for one. I think Laura Park Lincoln would do it. It's just the question is, do you want to move forward with another, like, Carrie type of film? Because she should still have her powers. Right. Or maybe she's, like, 11 in Stranger Things, and she wasted all her powers. And now she has to regenerate them.
Or she has a daughter with powers. Is that two Stranger Things?
Probably. Probably.
Who else? They bring back Rennie.
Come on. Let's not waste our time with Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yeah. Or Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah, you can't. They're like, what about Jason X? Is Jason X not worthy because it takes place in 2455?
So when does the sequel take place? After Jason X in the timeline?
Yeah. I don't think that's going to make it a cut.
Yeah.
Why would they do that? Like, looking back at Jason X, like, you can't make a sequel at that point unless that was their plan. Like, literally, hey, we're going to make sure this is super far in the future so that we can't make another.
Yeah. I guess.
Also, the fact, you know what always made me mad about Jason X? Just random spinoff here. Why at the end of Jason X, when they come down as like a shooting star, why are there people camping? Who the fuck will be camping in 2455? All those trees will be gone, buried. The water will be absorbed from the heat.
When Earth 2 was founded, created, inhabited, did they like start over?
Interesting.
Like Thanos saying, the new world will not know what came before.
What did he say about Earth 2?
I don't remember.
Like, is it a man-made planet? How cool would that be? When could we make planets?
I have no idea.
Is it possible to make a planet?
Probably not.
It could be like sky high. It'll just float up there.
Down.
Look into it. Pitch that to NASA.
But yeah, it had to be like Final Girls, really, and Tommy.
Yeah,
it's guy.
Like your only options. We could bring back Muffin.
True. I mean,
allegedly.
What year does this take place? How long is this dog living?
What if it was in '99? Like, what if it took place in 1999, like Tom McLaughlin's script does, like in Jason Never Dies? But like Tom's going with a whole original story, new characters and this and that. So I don't know if that's very realistic. I don't know. It was just interesting to me that Kane is talking about it and willing to play Jason again.
Yeah.
We already knew that. I mean, the guy would lay down his life to play that role again.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's interesting. I just don't know who you really can't bring anybody back in the franchise that's even worthy at this point or would do it.
Other than Tom Matthews as Tommy or Lar Park Lincoln as Tina, but what year does it take place?
Yeah, I think the only one that makes sense in terms of going off a Kane story is Lar Park Lincoln. And I'm sure you could probably do something cool. You could push some like what's her face in Jeepers Creepers?
Yeah.
Come on, what's her fucking name? What's the name? Come on, what's the name? Whatever. The sister. Fuck. That is going to bother me.
It's going to bother me all day.
It's going to bother me all day. So, okay, yeah. But her, like, she's at Jeepers Creepers 3 and now going into Jeepers Creepers 4, if that ever happens, she's, like, obsessing with the Creeper and studying him for 23 years, waiting for him to come back. If Lar Park Lincoln was doing the same type of thing, her name was Trish. Got it. Thank you to our editor. Yeah. So, like Trish, she was obsessing over Jason, and then finally there's some alert that he's, like, back in town. Back in town.
Right, and as Tom said, he's filled with more. He's back with more rage.
Yeah. I could see it.
And the only person that can stop him.
You got to limit her, though. You have to, like, take away her powers, like, somehow.
Maybe something like she lost her powers from just not using them or something, or used them too much, and then now Jason's back and she knows she's the only one that can stop him, so she's got to.
Yeah.
Depends on how deep you want to go.
Then you can even bring Nick into it and have, like, I would say, don't have him in the film, but have him be like she's like a widow.
Yeah.
With Nick, and then have so they would have had kids before he died.
Yes.
And then maybe I don't see, giving the kids power seems cliche. I don't know.
Right.
Unless we sky high it again, and they don't have their powers yet.
What did you learn?
Then they come, and then they can fly and have super strength at the same time.
I don't know. Something you got. Can we buy into that? I know a lot of people that won't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to get rid of love the character, but the powers are just it's too dopey. It's got a dopey feel to it.
Yeah.
You kind of just got to take away the powers, just have her be her, just be a tough bitch. Well, that's our thoughts. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think? What do you think would make a good sequel for Kane and past Friday the 13th alum? Wonder where that could go. Let us know in the comments below. That's going to wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. And, of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. and we'll see you next time.